Christmas and New Year for 2025. It was a great break. It was good to spend some time with the kids, partner, and do a few things around the house and just chill out and just see some family, and it was great. Got to clean the car inside and out properly. There was a few scratches I buffed out. There was a few things I just needed to tighten in the bull bar just to double check. And it will be going on a Vic High Country trip on the 14th of the 2nd. So me and my mate Steve are going to head out. We're going to do Billy Goat's Bluff and go from Dargo onwards. So it's going to be a couple of nights. Got that ready. Found a crash pad swag on Marketplace quite cheap. And yeah, it's got the awning already set up. I've used it a couple of times. Have to say the Darcy awning is done really, really well. I just didn't know how you can tighten those awnings so tight to ensure that it's actually all spread out well. One thing I found funny with it was the rear bar of it was sort of pivoting down because I had it sort of hooked on the side of my rhino rack, and it just seemed on a funny angle. So what I did is I put an eye bolt on the top of my rhino rack, and I've hooked it above there so everything's quite straight. And it allows me just a quick hook on and off. It's quite strong. I even got a bit special and spray painted the eye bolts black so it just looks aesthetically better pleasing. So yeah, it looks good. And also with that eye bolt there, I've lined it up with the K-on brackets I've used for the awning. So it's a tie down point for the roof as well. So whenever I want to tie anything on the roof, whether it be the gas bottle, I've got a gas bottle holder for that. You know, when I put the swag on the roof if need be, but it's there ready to go. I noticed I was going through my equipment in my garage and I found heaps of stuff that I haven't used in years. So all went on Marketplace and got rid of it all. A lot of people going camping actually bought it, so it was good. I made a few bucks there, so I put it towards other things, towards the car. And yeah, the auto service was magic. Drove the car to Wollongong and back, and it was just doing everything right. It was change of gears properly. It was not overheating. Not that it was overheating before, but just reduced the risk of anything. So for that trip I'm doing in February, can't wait. And also possibly the week after, might be taking the kids away camping as well. So I'm going away with a couple of people that we know, and it'll be a bit of a group trip. So looking forward to that as well. A bit of a trip in February. It was way too hot to go away this month in Melbourne. It's been quite warm, so enjoying the time to plan and prepare for the next couple of trips, and looking forward to having a bit of a chat out in the bush. And yeah, it'll be great. It's coming in 2025. Got a few people we'll be speaking to and have on the show as well, so looking forward to that. Steve happily wants to come back on. There's a bit of demand for him to come back, so organising that soon. Got a few product reviews I like to do. I'm going to probably put some videos on YouTube as well. So, yeah, that's what I'm looking at doing ahead. I thought I start this season 2 in 2025, episode 19. So, one off my goal of 20, which I'm quite happy to get to. So, looking forward to it. This episode, I wanted to go through some of the YouTube channels I watch online. Obviously, there's a lot of channels online and there's a lot of content you can watch, but I thought I'd pick out a few channels that I've used over the years that I've really, really enjoyed. I really enjoy their content constantly, where I can have it subscribed every week and just watch it and enjoy it. Get a few tips and tricks off it, I guess, get some ideas of places to go. But I don't exactly have a top 10. It's more of just like, a few that I've picked out and that's sort of stood out that I thought would be helpful for listeners like yourself to listen to. Watch if you haven't watched already. There's a few that, probably some don't know of. There's a few that, that have been around forever, and a lot of people probably mock because they just, it's what people do online. There's a lot of banter, a lot of keyboard warriors. I admit, sometimes I want to be a keyboard warrior, but most of the time it's like, well, what kind of mood am I in to have to fucking say that to that particular person? I just delete it and move on. That was a long time ago, but don't even have that fancy to do it anymore. So, Yeah, think about you're right. Like some of the things you see written, and you're like, seriously, how can you write that? How can you find the time to do that? Or, particularly, comments in groups about closing the forests, and people saying how dare they do it. And then you look on their YouTube, you look on their Instagram, and it's them bloody doing donuts in the campfields and being the dickheads that are helping them close a bit quicker. So, you know, think before you speak. And if you got shit like that and you want us to talk like that, at least delete it or learn from your mistakes and move on. Or don't just constantly put it all up and go, oh yeah, look at me, I'm being a dickhead. And then next minute go, oh, look at these dickheads closing down our state forest where we like to go and enjoy. So whatever I'll do, my rant is over. I've been watching for many years. Everyone knows four-wheel drive 24/7 used to be four-wheel drive action, but go through their older videos from like when they started, even though they were using King's gear, but some of the content that are on there is awesome. And it's actually quite relative to what today's world is. A lot of people are driving those year model cars today because that's what they can afford to purchase along with new cars. But really, like a 2018 D-Max, 80 series, even the 2013 with a few episodes had a Prado like mine in it, and a lot of people are driving those. A lot of people are enjoying it. So yeah, watch the new stuff. It's great. A bit more advertising than what it used to be, but they are an advertising agency. That's their business. That's what they solely do. Companies want to buy time, and they go on the show, and they spend money, and they put their products on. That's their business. That's how they make money. That's how they give us content for free. And they sell their own, they've got their snatch equipment as well. Respect to them. If they're making money and they're giving content for free, take it for how you want it, but good on them. I enjoy watching it still. Sometimes I don't watch all the episodes because it just doesn't really relate to what I do, but Sean O'Graham and Jocko and Jesse and all those guys who get on the show, massive respect to them and good luck, and hopefully they bring out more, because in the end of the day, none of these channels will be around if it wasn't for them sometimes. And some of the products they have on, it's like the Bathurst series or the V8 supercar series. Win on Sunday, buy on Monday. People are watching it on Thursday and on Marketplace or on Steady's website or whoever's website, and the next day bloody buying it because they've seen it work. So good on them. It's a great theory. So hats off to them. Fire to Fork, I've really enjoyed over the years. Definitely his cooking. Definitely his how-to things with how to take care of your equipment, what to buy, what he uses. He doesn't actually say what to buy. He just says what he uses it and does a great job of it. So hats off to showing us to do. And he's got 2 great cookbooks out. Got both of them. They're awesome. And he's witty and funny. And he goes camping with friends. He's got his dog, Fred, the cow version of a dog, which is awesome. And yeah, definitely love watching his content and what he does. Others, you got Wild Touring. He's Cam from WA, and yeah, I've been watching him since he started. He did his trip in a little hybrid caravan, and he did it with his partner and his little girl, and they travelled all of WA during COVID. And while we were all locked up in Victoria, couldn't go 5Ks from our house, watching this guy travel was a bit of a FU to him. But at the same time, it was great motivation to see what I've got to look forward to when it's taking my family out camping at the time, because yeah, that was freaking tough on a lot of people. I will say it was tough on myself as well. That was a long time ago. I don't want to think about it again, but his content at the time really grew, and he was quite, wouldn't say a small channel, but he only did it just as a bit of a hobby, and now he's traveling around Australia in a caravan, and yeah, it's built up a 300 series, and it's been smart but good, and it's not too advertising, and no, I really enjoy his content. And his mate Pete from Wacker WA Camping Adventures, his channel's great as well. He's still a bloke like a dad, like myself and all my mates, and it just shows how you can generally go out camping and enjoy time with your mates, and a bit of a mixture of all the channels in one, but with a bit more larrikin to it. So Yeah, hats off to him. Enjoy his content. He has a great podcast as well, the Swagman podcast and Every Man Chats. I'll put a link on one on my shows as well to his stuff, and all the other channels I'll be watching to have a look at. So easy to Google, but why not make it easy for you guys to have a squiz. As much as Ronnie Dale gives me the shit sometimes, some of his older content is bloody good, and some of his new content is good as well. So yeah, he's got a 76, a brand new Prado, and he was probably one of the first with a 79 series, and also has a Troopy. So there's a bit of a mixture of all. He's a bit of a character. You take him, love or hate him. I don't, you have good days and bad days, depending on the mood I'm in. I can tolerate him, but he's good on the podcast with Lee and Duggan on the Full Dive podcast. So yeah, have a listen, have a watch. Some of his older stuff from like 5-6 years ago is amazing. How he goes, what he does to camping, especially when he was taking his kids out camping. All that content from years ago was so much. It was easy to watch, great tips. Still use some of his tips today. So definitely give that a gaze. One I have been watching since he started was Tyler Thompson. His channel has grown huge. So he started, with his little boy going camping, and now he's got pretty much a fleet of vehicles. Just done a barrel swapped 80 series. So yeah, and he's sort of put his channel in the way he likes it. He likes, hard wheeling. He likes a bit of touring, and some of his fans are a bit upset with what he was starting to do. And he just said, "I don't care. This is what I love to do." And he went full time and did it. So respect to following his gut and going that way. And his viewing and subscribe numbers are huge. So hats off to him to doing his own thing. And the audience followed. He gained followers, an audience, and probably lost some. But stiff shit to them. There's plenty of other channels that you can watch. For doing watching what you want to do. Two that I absolutely love is Aussie Arvos and TJ and Mac. They cinematography, the music they use, the content they do, I've thoroughly enjoyed it. They're great characters, especially the Aussie Arvo guys. They're just hilarious to watch and enjoy what they do. And they do a few how-tos. They do a little backyard building like I've done. They've done a lot of big builds as well. Using Australian-made products as well, which is fantastic. And yeah, a bit of mixture of everything, and going out with their friends, their partners, and everything. So it was awesome to watch. It was great. Enjoy their content. And TJ and Mac, well, they're just, they're going gangbusters, and they do a few giveaways. They do a bit of everything. So it's interesting, all the different business models that people are doing to earn a dollar. Especially TJ out of Mac Preston. He's got his own, he's made his own tradie line of clothing. It's how he likes to wear it. So massive respect to going all in and doing different things on the side to earn a dollar, do different things, and do things that make you happy, and motivates you to keep on board with what I'm doing here. And I'm enjoying it. So Uncle Paulie, he's pretty funny as well, but he's the same thing as TJ and Mac, building different vehicle ways, doing things, showing more the garage, inside the garage, doing a bit of touring. Admittedly, yes, he's got a Prado and his partner's got a Prado, and I like enjoying watching what they do with the Prado, because it does relate to what I do. So yeah, that's been really funny to watch. He's a bit of a character as well. So have a look out for them. Special mention to a couple as well that, it's probably smaller channels that, started me watching a fair bit of YouTube. Is 4 Before Diesel. He's a mechanic out in Melbourne who just purely talks about the 1KD Prado, which I have. Gives a lot of tips how to do things. I've admittedly probably done all the servicing on my car due to watching his content, and what to look out for in my car and how to service it and keep it running prime and great forever, hopefully. So that's been really fun to watch and enjoy doing what he goes through. He's a bit of a character. I'd love to get him on the show one day. So it'd be interesting to see what we can do there. Naz Time Adventures, he's been a great supporter as well. And also Australian 4x4 Adventures and 4x4 Brothers. They've been two guys two groups of channels that I've been watching since they started. Enjoy their content. Go to have a bit of a chat with them on the socials after as well. So yeah, check them all out. They're all in relation to the same thing, sort of building vehicles, going on trips, showing small trips, big trips. All done Cape York, which has been fantastic to watch, and knowing the time and effort they go into it, not to mention family life, work life. It's a hobby to them, but for everyone to put it out there for free and give us all this content, you got to be grateful for it. They're not asking for subscriptions. They're not pushing all their agenda on the subscriptions or buy this and buy that. So, if they do ask you for a discount code, yes, I'm against them sometimes, but if it gives them a little bit of support of the channel to buy a better camera and microphones and drones and whatever, then, that's their support to them. Good on them. So, yeah, enjoy it. So, it's a hard gig to get into. It's a hard gig to get numbers into. You're really going to make relatively content and, to find the time and effort to do that, like hats off to them. And all their fellow podcasters are doing, their channels in their own time. It's a bit of effort, but, it's a good outlay. It's a good outcome to see what we can get out of, and good audience, and get some good feedback. I've had some great feedback. I've had some great questions, and yeah, it'll be interesting. I've got to put more content online on my socials to grow it a bit more, get a bit more of an audience. But for now, I'm happy for what it is. There's plenty of... I've got 18 episodes prior to this to listen to with some good content. So that's my start to 2025. I'm still going to be fortnightly. It'll be fortnightly from this period of time as well. So yeah, look forward to hearing back from you guys. I'm still at www.gettingouthere.net.au, info@gettingouthere.net.au, and Instagram is getting out there as one word with an underscore at the end to contact me and get on our socials. Admittedly got not that much content on there, but moving forward, different stories. So look forward to this year. Look forward to hearing from you all. And the next episode, I might have the kids on, may not. I've got to see what we're going to do. So thank you, everyone. Have a great afternoon, morning, whatever you're doing. And yeah, take care of yourselves. Cheers.